Might be calling a hot route. Now the play fake. He tries to take the top off. And he's got it at the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. LSU now operating in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Right down the middle. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So now to start the second quarter, they'll line up and try a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The inside handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Good timing on the quick out. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, We're walking in for 6, and he drops it right in his hands. Yeah, those are killers. So hard to make big plays. Man, you can't give those up.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Makes the catch. It's Hemby. Nick got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Indiana! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They go 83 yards on the drive, and the house call coming on the run from the 23. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. The short hands, it's Anderson. At the 45 on his way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And this full vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
With the catch, it's Brown.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Working the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Gets it to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Got room to work. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Lost, the defense is wide open. Open field on the right. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice.
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And he'll be smacked to the ground. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Oh, they're after him. Snatches it on the right. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Makes the grab. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Hoosiers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Using his legs, it's Hemby. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Hoosiers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to power it in.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Touchdown, Indiana! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Hemby. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Makes a man miss.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got a little space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Got a man, it's Williams.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on second down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going.
Breaks into the open. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Durham. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off play action. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the Hoosiers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
Do you remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Unloads it left. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. We've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here. Fires deep toward the end zone. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just know it. Listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the 4th quarter.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Here comes the heat. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza.